Leaders from around the world are meeting in New York this week for this year's United Nations General Assembly, and climate change is on the agenda.
Despite the administration's efforts, the left's thirst for zealous climate action still is yet to be quenched, as tens of thousands march in the streets of New York City demanding Biden stop approving new oil and gas drilling permits. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was there, egging them on.
This issue is one of the issues, the biggest issue of our time, and because of that, we must be too big and too radical to ignore.
Joining us now, junkscience.com editor and founder Steve Milloy. Steve, good to see you. So play this out for me. How does this end? I mean, you have modernity, and then you have these radical climate zealots who want to take us back into the Stone Age. These two things can't live together. How does it end?
Well, we've got to defeat them because these people want to end fossil fuels. Just take them at their word. And if they achieve their goal, most of the world will be dead within a year because there's nothing that happens on this planet without fossil fuels. Fossil fuels have been a total boon to humanity, increasing global population from 1 billion to more than 8 billion, living longer, healthier, wealthier lives than ever before. There's absolutely no credible science showing that emissions are driving warming or anything like that. These are people who don't know how many sexes there are, and now they've decided to take on atmospheric science. And, believing them and putting your future in their hands is going to be a disaster. We
need to call them what they are. They are eco-imperialists, they're climate colonialists, and they're, enviro-bigots. That's what they are. They want people to live in energy poverty here in America and everywhere, and they want half the people to starve around the globe who are fed with fertilizer that is made from fossil fuels.
Yeah, there's an interesting article in the New York Times today where they project that global population is going to peak at in 2085 and then drop precipitously. And I think this is really what the climate plan is, to peak human population as soon as possible. I mean, remember, they're coming after our food and our energy. And this is what has taken people from humanity from 1 billion to 8 billion. And they plan to end that as soon as they can. And that's what the goal is.
Yep. That is the goal. All right, the left's climate change hysteria, it's actually causing Americans to have more climate anxiety, Steve. But it's not too surprising when you see the media pushing out headlines like this. How do we feel about global warming? It's called eco-anxiety. Or how about as climate changes, climate anxiety rises in youth, and anxious about climate change? You're not alone. I look at this, but also all of the stuff that's being taught to our kids in schools. You're freaking everybody out. You won't let a debate happen about what's actually happening with the climate. And you have people losing their minds and taking to the streets. And I don't know that it's based on anything in fact or science. It's based on this hysteria that they're fed by the media and the school system.
Right. So they've been in the school system for more than 20 years now. We have Joe Biden saying that global warming within the next 10 years is going to be worse than nuclear war. We have the UN chief claiming there's global boiling going on. The average global temperature, to the extent that makes any sense, is about 58 degrees. That's a long ways from boiling. Look, we are told that every emission warms the planet. Since 2015, there's been no warming, and we have emitted 500 billion tons of emissions. Where is the warming? It's all a hoax.
Yep, the land surface was several degrees warmer throughout the mid-Holocene period. Meantime, Gavin Newsoms, California, filing a lawsuit against some of the biggest oil giants. His claim, climate change. Of course, Newsom says they've been deceiving the public about the risk of fossil fuels for decades. Listen.
The climate crisis is, after all, a fossil fuel crisis, period, full stop. And these guys have been playing us for fools. These guys have been lying since the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. They knew. And they knew what to do about it to make sure we didn't do anything meaningful about it.
It's a big lawsuit. He's trying to present this like it's the cigarette lawsuit, but he's got to prove wildfires, extreme heat, flooding, all of the harm to the state's farms is because of what?
Yeah, so look, in full disclosure, I'm actually mentioned in that lawsuit. And what I can tell you is, the oil companies have been wrong. And where they've been wrong is that they have been playing along with this climate hoax for about 15 years now, ever since Rex Tillerson became CEO of Exxon. There's nothing going on. They didn't know anything special. No one knows anything today. Emissions don't drive warming. There was nothing for them to warn anybody about. And in any event, the government has been trying to get global warming hysteria going since the 1960s. Lyndon Johnson got a report on it. And so, what did the oil companies know more than anybody else? Nothing.
Steve, you see these oil companies, they're talking about being more sustainable instead of going, you know what? We pump carbon and we make your life better. They should own it, lean into it, and educate the American people. They do not. And America and governments turn against them. And in some part, it's their own fault. They should fight back, and they're not. So we'll see how this all plays out in California. Quick response, Steve?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Oil companies should own it because, they bring the miracle that are fossil fuels to our lives. And thank God they do.
100%. Steve Milloy, thanks for joining us. Always great.
Thank you.